Good day, everyone. I'm Felix A. Rolida, and today be with me to understand more about ECC application process and documentations. What is ECC and what does ECC stand for? ECC stands for Environmental Compliance Certificate, and it is an official document issued by the relevant environmental authority granting approval for a proposed project after ensuring it complies with environmental regulation. So, unsa pod ang mga importances sa ECC? ECC ensures projects adhere to environmental laws and regulation, and also it minimizes negative impacts on the environment and community health. And also, it enhances project sustainability and public trust. And for the next slide, who needs an ECC or Environmental Compliance Certificate? ECC is, is applicable for industrial projects like factories, manufacturing plants, and other large-scale operations. And it is also applicable for commercial projects like shopping centers, official buildings, and hotels, and also for residential projects, large residential developments, and housing complexes. And mao ni siya ang mga key steps in the ECC application process. So step 1 is ang preliminary assessment. First is to identify potential environment impacts and determine if the project is full ECC application. Step 2 is scoping. So define the scope of the environmental impact or EIA, including key areas of focus and its significance that ensures that the EIA address all relevant to environmental concerns. So ang step 3 is compact assessment. Conduct detailed assessment of environmental impact including ang air, tubig or water, soil, and biodiversity. Also for documentation, you need to prepare the environmental impact statement or AIS summarizing findings and proposed mitigation measures. And for the step 4 is documentation preparation. So, mo siyang mga requirements uh, required for the documentation. So, first is ang environment impact statement or EIS. Dapat nga detailed environmental impacts and mitigation strategies. Second is ang project description report o ang PDR. And sulatan niya is an overview of the project scope, objectives, and operations. And lastly, sa step 4 is the risk assessment and mitigation plan. Analysis of potential risks and strategies to mitigate them. And also for the last step, which is ang application submission. So, at the last step, you need to compile all your necessary documents and submit the application to the relevant environmental authority. And also, ang tips is dapat you need to ensure that all your documents are complete and accurate and plaster para maka-avoid ka og mga delays and hindrances. And to sum up, an environmental compliance or ECC is a crucial for ensuring that projects are environmentally sustainable and compliant with legal requirements. And also following a structured and comprehensive application process improve the chance of successful ECC approval. And mo na siyang lastly nga best practices for the ECC application process and documentation. First is you need to come up early or start early. Begin the ECC application process early in project planning to allow sufficient time for assessment and documentation. Second is to plan thoroughly. Dapat planado. So, conduct through research and assessment to anticipate potential environmental impacts. Third is ang communicate clearly. So, you need to talk uh, clearly and loudly to maintain open communication with regulatory bodies and stakeholders throughout the process. And lastly is dapat imong document is accurate para maka-ensure ka that all assessment and mitigation plans are well documented and supported by data. So that's all for my report about ECC process and documentation. Thank you for listening once again.